God did.
It's Chief. Hey y'all, I'm smoking a Flathead 770 cigar. Got my green tea. Something new I'm gonna do, man. Cigar talks. I'm gonna make a channel strictly smoking cigars, taste testing them, fucking with them, and chopping it up with y'all. Flathead 770, man. See how big this motherfucker is, man. Beautiful. Quality, man. Quality taste. Smooth. Nice and moist and soft, bro. Like, I'm a fan of the Flathead 770. Fire. Kind of got a rectangular shape to it. Like a prism. A beautiful red on there. Rojo. Rojo. Beautiful, man. Rojo. Got the leaf. Marron leaf. I'm a fan, bro. Let's chop it up with y'all, man. Life is amazing. I always affirm to myself in the mirror, right? I have affirmations like we all do. Empire, all rise. TG, what's good? You know, we affirm greatness on ourselves, man. I get up and I always tell myself, my life is getting more and more magnificent. I say, I am so grateful and thankful. My life is more and more magnificent. My life is getting more and more magnificent. Or I say, I'm so grateful and thankful I live a magnificent life. The power of self-hypnotism is amazing. You see all this smoke, man, that's how you know it's smoking a fat one. All this smoke. Yeah, just being honest with y'all, I stopped smoking weed, man. I made a deal with myself. You know, I trade Forex. I said, once I have my first $10,000 a day, I'm gonna smoke big gas and I'm gonna drink again. Until then, occasional cigars, straight water and juice, and grind. So yeah, man, I'm having a $10,000 day in Forex, and then I'm back smoking and drinking to celebrate that. Then I'm stopping. Next will be 20 bands or 100 bands, so on and so forth. The mission and the goal. Got my I'm ashing right here. The mission and the goal is always to be greater. It's always to improve your life, man. That's the purpose, is evolution. Consistent evolution. That's how we stay fulfilled as masculine beings. Yeah, I know y'all gonna fuck with this, man. See, I got these matches too. Beautiful matches, man. If you smoking cigars, make sure you have quality matches. It just enhances the whole experience. Quality matches that last. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, help keep a nice burn on your cigar. A little something about how I'm smoking them. You know, I inhale it like a regular, I smoke it like a regular cigar. Take in a lot of smoke, blow 70, 80% of it out. Then I'll inhale the last 10%. So you see that small cloud I do at the end, and I inhale some of it. So that's like 20% of the smoke, you know. These cigar talks are gonna be a lot longer because cigars last a lot longer. I'm not gonna stay with y'all for the whole cigar. I'm probably gonna smoke till about there in the video there, so it may be 12, 15 minutes. But that's long enough to spit some game to y'all, man. I done been through a lot of shit in life. And experience is the best teacher you'll ever have. Through experience, you learn lessons that people just telling you it don't hit as hard, right? Sometimes I reminisce, man. I reminisce on some of the hard shit I've been through, and it never leaves me. You know, your words are powerful, so I'm not gonna say anything negative about them. All I'm gonna say is that my experience have taught me so fucking much. I was laying down on the floor, right? When I go to sleep, I sleep on the floor. When I had nothing, the floor, a pillow, and a blanket was all I had. So I still do that to this day. You know, I'm gonna be worth millions, billions, trillions, and still be sleeping on the floor because when I was facing eviction, when people turned their backs on me, the floor had me. It embraced me with open arms. So I'm sleeping on the floor, and I start reminiscing on all those experiences, being evicted, getting my shit thrown out of my apartment, being homeless for a while. And a tear came to me, bro, and I'm a G, I don't cry. Tears fell, and I just gotta be grateful and thankful. You know? Shit can be taken away from you so easily. So you gotta be grateful and thankful for the present moment. I always give thanks and gratitude. So when I do my affirmations, it's always, I am so grateful and thankful, so on and so forth. And that's how we do it, man. That's how we rock. This is high level game right here. Let that bad boy burn, man. And we circle it, man. We make sure it's getting all sides of the cigar. One thing I hate about, I don't hate it. Hate is a strong word. One thing I dislike about the red pill community is that they claim red pill has to do with knowing female nature only. The red pill, when Neo took the red pill and went down the rabbit hole, that motherfucker learned about the world. He learned that he was in a matrix. He learned how society operated. He learned what the real world was, what true freedom is, what's really going on. That's what the red pill is, rojo. It's about knowing knowledge. It's about wisdom of the universe. Don't ever think red pill is just female nature. That's just a small segment of the red pill. When I smoke these cigars, man, sometimes my nose get to running, so you ain't see me wipe my nose, but charge it to the game. Charge this shit to the game. Man, smoking is therapeutic. seeing this smoke, blowing it out, man. Like, it's like you blowing out your problems with it sometimes, man. Like, I fuck with it. I'm a smoker at heart, dog. I take herbs. I drink a lot of tea. And I make sure that my body is in divine. I make sure I have a divine body, man. So it makes smoking really a pastime, and it makes it not damaging to my body. Smoking helps me. It's an asset to me because I take care of myself so well, right? I'm not a modern medicine type guy. I like herbs, traditional medicine, teas, roots. And that's how I heal my body, man. That's why if I ever feel a little down in the weather, down under, I take my herbs and I'm back in less than a day. Y'all look up some natural remedies, man. It's the reason why your great grandmas and your grandmas, they always had some type of remedy for whatever dis-ease came upon them. And they're good. They live to 90, 80, 100. That's just ancient wisdom. You got to remember that people in the past day didn't have these modern conventions. So they had to really get it out the mud. So what they did, their remedies actually work. When it was just them and nature, no traditional no modern doctors, no modern medicine, they went to Mother Earth. Because every dis-ease created by Mother Earth is also cured by Mother Earth. See, Cigar Talks, it's not just taste testing and talking about a cigar. We talking about red pill shit. Man, I love it, man. Mi amor. Mi amor. Viva la vida. We live in the life, man. I'm learning Spanish too every day. I don't remember the app's name off the top of my head. Oh, it's called Drops. It's an app called Drops. And they teach you languages, right? 5 minutes a day. They just throw words at you, pronounce them for you, and give you different games to memorize these words from different languages. Right now I'm doing Spanish, Mexican Spanish. You know, it's different types of Spanish. Spaniard Spanish, which is like, will be equivalent to English in the United Kingdom, English in Britain, right? That would be the equivalent to Spaniard Spanish. Mexican Spanish is equivalent to American English. So yeah, I'm going through Mexican Spanish, and once I master Mexican Spanish, straight to Portuguese, because I'm going to Brazil, man. Beautiful women in Brazil. It's beautiful women all around the world, and people don't know that there's women that are so much more beautiful than women in the United States and the Western world that it wouldn't even make sense to you, me telling you. When I'm on YouTube, I look at some creators that are in Brazil, some creators that are in Thailand, and see how they living in different countries, see the women that they experience and the women that they deal with, see how feminine they are, see what the culture's like. Because we cannot only want to be in the States, man. That shit lame as fuck. Why would you only want to be in your country? You need to explore. The universe is here for us to explore it. Enlightened beings to explore the universe. That's what it's here for. We talk about having multiple women, having harems. Why not have harems in different countries? Now, let me say this. If you gonna experience women in different countries, right? Make sure you got your shit together. I know passport bros is a thing, but if you a lame dude in the West, you a lame dude in the South, you a lame dude in the East, it don't matter where you go, you still lame as fuck. Make sure you red pill, make sure you know female nature, make sure you got your shit together, soul, mind, body, finances. And then no matter where you go, you're universal currency like gold. You're valuable wherever you go. That's the mission, Empire, TG. You need to be gold, universal currency, valuable wherever you go. Valuable in Venus, valuable in Mars, valuable in Africa, valuable in Colombia. It don't fucking matter. We universal currency. Valued wherever we go. I know the lighting kind of trash, but the smoke make it so much better. You can see the smoke clear. It could be pitch black, you see the smoke. Man, I want to say I'm grateful and thankful for my Empire, my TG. Y'all been rocking with me. I posted a short not too long ago and it got 8.8K views. That's the most views I've ever gotten on a video. And the video is about my experience when I was selling clothes at the corner store out of a box and writing handwritten business cards, and the plug pulled up on me, told me to hop in the car, let's talk. We talked, went to his apartment, and it was a trap, drugs everywhere. And he told me he saw something in me and that he wanted me to keep going back to his trap to learn to play chess. Chess is so beautiful. I was just watching a video on chess about the symbolism. The king in chess symbolizes your soul, right? The king can only move one place at a time. And the king is the most valuable piece because once it's pinned, everything is over with. You can't take a king like you can take a pawn or the queen or any other piece. All you can do is pin the king, right? No one could take your soul, but they can put restrictions on your soul. They can take pieces of your soul. They can control your soul. You cannot let that happen. That's why the king is so important. Then we go to the queen, that's your mind. The queen is under the king because the king is your soul, but the queen is the mind. It's the second in command, right? The mind is the vessel of the soul. Powerful. The queen can move anywhere on the board. The queen can go anywhere. Just like a woman. A woman is pretty much welcomed anywhere in the world because she's a woman. She can produce offspring. That's why the queen is an important piece. You can have your queen do the dirty work for you. The queen can sneak into another kingdom and destroy the kingdom. As long as the queen is under control by the right soul, the right God, the right man. So we go to the bishop, right? I want to say the bishop is like finances. The bishop is equivalent to the elders, right? The bishop is wisdom and knowledge, and it's universal currency. The bishop is finances, it's money. We all know money is king of the world. So the bishop is very important. They're your advisors. The rook is your body. The rook can only move vertical and horizontal. You know, the bishop can move diagonal, but the rook moves horizontal and vertical. It's your body. It's your vessel. The knight is a part of your body. It's your protection. It's your asset. You can attack with the knight, swiftly attack with the knight. And the pawns are your sensory perceptions: sight, smell, touch, taste. That's what the pawns are. The pawns can only move one place at a time, can only take over a piece diagonal. At the beginning, a pawn can move 2 steps. Just like your sensory organs, pawns are used to gain information about the world and everything around you, your environment. That's why pawns are important. But just like every piece besides the king, pawns can be sacrificed. This is something people don't want to talk about. I've been thinking, man, and I've been thinking deep about this. Every piece can be sacrificed except for the king, including the queen. So we all talk about how you're supposed to die for or protect the women and children to the end of time. You're supposed to give your life for the women and children. But in chess, that's not necessarily what you're supposed to do, right? You can sacrifice your queen, but it has a huge impact on your life, the game, and just everything, right? The queen is the second in command, so if you sacrifice your mind, that does a lot to your soul, because your soul controls the mind. Your soul's greatest asset is the mind. So yes, your woman is disposable, but at the same time, there's a price that's paid when you dispose of your woman. So you have to do it only in dire times, only when that's the only move left on the chessboard, besides, you know, the king going down. I think about that a lot, man. It's something to think about. It's thought-provoking. A lot of y'all wouldn't even fathom sacrificing your woman, the queen. But there's times where that's the best move in the chessboard. That's the best move in life. I always talk about how you have to have standards, and your woman has to consistently prove to you that she's worth being your woman. And once she stops proving that to you, that's when she must be sacrificed, right? A lot of y'all aren't willing to do that. I'm damn sure willing to do it, right? The king is your soul. The king is your purpose. So once you lose your soul and your purpose, there's nothing left to fight or live for. So just remember that, man. You are your greatest asset. You have to come first, even before the children, even before the queen. Man, I love this shit. Cigar talk, man. I'm gonna let y'all see. Burning. This baby is burning, man. I've been listening to the audio of The Art of Seduction. Great book, man. Shout out Robert Greene. He wrote 48 Laws of Power. Art of Seduction is one of my favorite books now. It talks about how everything is seduction, and how women, feminine beings, created seduction because they lacked physical strength. They lacked the physical ability to dominate. So they have to dominate through seduction, through mental warfare. emotional warfare. As a man, bro, you're able, as a masculine being, you're able to dominate physically. What if you added to your repertoire being able to dominate mentally and emotionally? You're unstoppable. You are really, at that point, you become divine, your greatest self. Remember that, y'all. Read The Art of Seduction, listen to the audiobook, and absorb that shit, man. It's 9 different types of seduction, right? I'm not gonna go through all of them. I can tell you, you'll gain value from learning how to seduce. You can't physically dominate everything in your life because it leads to, the thing about masculine beings, when we have to resort to physical dominance, there's always a sacrifice. You know, everything in life is a sacrifice. When you have to dominate like that, you're sacrificing something, whether that's a body part, you know, because when we fight to the death. You're sacrificing your physical well-being, your vessel, your rook. Avoid all that through seduction. Hitler seduced Germany. He seduced the world and then eventually lost, right? Alexander the Great seduced the world and eventually lost. We have so many tools and traits at our that are disposable by us, right? I didn't say that right. We have so many tools that can be utilized, but we just don't know. Figure that shit out. Then you'll become great, man. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm just so much better than everybody else. I just listen, man. I learn. Right? Some of the greatest, they say a wise man realizes he knows nothing. A wise man understands the fact that he knows nothing. There's a universe filled with knowledge and wisdom. There's no way in hell you know all the knowledge and wisdom the universe has to give you. Because the universe, we've learned this, the universe is constantly expanding at the speed of light. Which means there's knowledge that you just don't know. There's knowledge, never-ending knowledge and wisdom out there, man. The reason you broke is because you one piece of knowledge and information away from being wealthy. Think about that, man. You broke because it's something you don't fucking know. That should irk you. That should irk your soul. That should make you do better. Man. Peace, love, prosperity. This is a hell of a cigar talk. Like I said before, smoking on Flathead 770. You see the rojo paper right here. Rojo. Peace, love, prosperity. All love. It's Chief. And we gone.
It really fucking breaks my heart that there's people out there that don't believe in us. Speedy, they don't believe in us. God did.